everywhere, and this is something we want to work towards. We had the World Halal Forum in Europe just last week, in fact, in The Hague, and there will really seem to be a push towards legislating halal within the European Union framework. So this is something which is already in discussion. Previously, the European Union was thinking, no, this has nothing to do with us, we're not going to touch it. But I think they realized that they need to address this. They see it certainly from a commercial point of view. They see the trade potential, which is fine, but I think the Muslim community also needs to take a lead here and guide them properly so that the legislators do this the right way. So looking back earlier at the standard structure, how does this fit onto the whole legal framework of a country? I put there question marks because, again, there's no right answer for every. You have to look at the situation and tailor it for each country's needs and peculiar requirements. Whether the accreditation body should be a national body, a government body, or can it be a semi-private organization? Again, this is up to the choice of what is appropriate. Finally, just a quick look at what we've done so far. I mean, getting the mandate at the OIC Islamic Summit was important for us to gain the credibility as an international organization, and that really started the momentum for a lot of the lobbying efforts that we did. And getting the framework approved at the ICCI, the Islamic Chamber of Commerce and Industry General Assembly, the modules, and we hope to be able to move forward in completing the other modules. The slaughter issue, which probably will come up in the open forum, it is a never-ending issue. It's, to be honest, I don't think it'll ever be resolved. When we had the meeting in Istanbul on the OIC halal standard, it was very heated. I mean, I wouldn't even call it arguments, they're actually fights. If there were any sharp objects in the room, there would have been bloodshed in that room. It was really, really getting violent. And to me, that just indicated that we're never going to resolve the whole stunning and mechanical slaughter issue. So there needs to be an understanding that we have to accommodate these differences. We can minimize the differences and narrow it down to maybe say 2 or 3, but the framework must allow for these differences. I mean, that's what I believe. And the hard part, obviously, once you have the standards, the implementation. The standard, it makes a nice document that sits on a shelf, but the key thing is that it must be implemented, it must be put into practice across the board, whether it's through the OIC or through other more effective mechanisms, like maybe perhaps the WTO. And private initiatives like the GFSI, I've seen are very effective. It's when the industry gets together and says, okay, we're going to take charge and we will do it. And you find that they're actually far more effective than anything that's indoctrinated or imposed by government. So moving forward, we hope that the Philippines halal industry initiatives can also be a part of this whole global activity.